Okay, so good morning and welcome to RealSatisfied, the survey tool for Century 21's Quality Service Survey. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa Sundstrom and I am the brand ambassador for Northern New Jersey. The goals for today's session is to learn how to make changes to your account details, syndicate your surveys and testimonials to social media, track your surveys to stay on track to earn a Quality Service Award, take actions on individual surveys, approve testimonials you receive, and share your RealSatisfied website to drive your SEO. So why are we sharing this information to you today? First, it's another tool that's provided to you by your brokerage and the C21 brand that helps build your business. How? By giving you the opportunity to earn the prestigious Quality Service Award. This award is a great way to show that you, as an agent, are dedicated to providing your customers with superior customer service while while working with them through the sale or buying of a home. Not only is this a great opportunity for you to showcase your own award-winning customer service, but as agents earn this award, this brings your office closer to earning the award too. When the office earns the award, you can present that to your prospects that you are also an agent of an office that prioritizes excellent customer service. And we all know that reviews are how consumers make decisions, whether it's looking for a new doctor, a dentist, whether it's going to a new restaurant. When they're making a decision on, looking for something new, I think the majority, or I believe the majority of consumers are looking at reviews. So that's why this is important. So today we're going to take a real quick tour of RealSatisfied. So we'll go ahead and jump into, if I can escape from this, we're going to jump into RealSatisfied, the tool. So we'll take a quick tour of RealSatisfied. This should probably take no more than 15 minutes. So let's learn how to access the tool. First of all, we are on 21 Online homepage. We'll hover over the tools. And as you can see, they're all alphabetized. And we'll go into R for RealSatisfied QSS. QSS is Quality Service Survey. So we'll click into that. Now we'll start at the top left of the page. Here. Okay, so we're using Kim today. She was one of my former agents that I worked with to induct into the Hall of Fame last year, so I'm very proud of this agent. So she has given me permission to use her RealSatisfied page as a demo today. So here is where you have full control of your information that is going to be contained on your agent profile page. So you can hover over your picture and change your picture here. You can change your password. You should go into your profile and make sure that all this information here is correct, because everything that is in here will feed over to your RealSatisfied webpage that we'll look at in a minute. Important to go into my page settings. And real quick, I'll show you this, and then we're going to jump back to my page settings. But everything we're going to be doing here will feed right into this website right here. You actually have a RealSatisfied website. We'll just pop into it real quick to show you what it is, and then we'll jump back out. But this is another website that you can share with into social media. So we'll jump back out of that, go back into my page settings here, and this is where you can decide on what sites you want to link to that website. So here you can select the details that you would like to appear on your profile page. You can display your ratings for your surveys as stars or percentages. Kim has chosen to do stars. You can display your approved testimonials or not. So if you don't want these things to feed over to that web page, then just untick the box. Here is your social media and personal website details. You would simply go into your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn page, all the rest of these sites, and copy the URL and just simply paste, and then those will feed over to that website. This agent has chosen to just share the Realtor.com, and when we jump back into that web page, we'll look at that. So we'll cancel out of that. And again, whenever you make changes up in here, that's going to feed over to that website. Okay, so underneath your name and your picture is something called a vanity key. So keep this in mind when I refer back to this at the end of the session, and know that this is where you can copy and paste when I tell you what we're going to do with this later. All right, we're going to jump into syndication. Syndication gives you the ability to distribute customer testimonials to other real estate and social media websites to promote your personal brand. You can toggle these on or off. So when you toggle Realtor.com on, when you get testimonials back and the ratings, this will feed automatically over to Realtor.com. Facebook and Twitter are a little bit different, that you can toggle these on and off. And if you do have these on, they won't feed automatically. When you get a testimonial back going through the process, which I'm going to show you, you will have a secondary approval process to go through on those. So it is important to turn these on if you wish. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to jump back into the dashboard here and go into the RealSatisfied website. And if anyone has any questions at any time, go ahead and take yourself off mute and go ahead and ask a question as we go along, or we can take questions at the end. Okay, so this is your RealSatisfied website. This should be shared and shared often because this is going to drive your SEO. This is original content, and every time you share original content, that drives your SEO higher. So when someone searches in Google, then you're closer to reaching up to, the top 2 pages is where you should strive to be. All right, so contact agent. This is your email address and your cell number, your main number, and you can see that when we went into the page settings that this agent chose to show her ratings and stars. And if we scroll down, we can see all the great testimonials that she has decided to share publicly. All right. And again, here is where she chose to only share her Realtor.com information. If she had chosen to share the LinkedIn and the Facebook and all those others, all of that would be in this space right here. And I am going to contact RealSatisfied, I think, because it just seems like this is a little small. It would be nice to see that's a little bigger. But if we click into that, that will take you or a consumer directly to your Realtor.com page, and then you can see that you see all the information that she has shared on Realtor.com. So that's pretty cool. And if the Facebook was there, you could go into there, and LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. So we'll jump out of that back into here. So we are done looking at that page. Stats. So if we click into stats, statistics, this is simply an overview of where you're at today with the surveys that have come back. So you can see that this agent here is a rock star. She's all up in the 90s. So she's trending great for the year, but her completion rate is a little bit low. Minimum return rate on survey should be 50%, and if you don't have the criteria for the RealSatisfied QSS award, I can send that to you, but know that minimum is 50% return rate. So that's why we are going over this today is to actually get down in this area to find out how we can get our completion rate up to at least 50%. But if you hover over these, you can see the cents, the clicks. Clicked is that they opened the survey and they didn't complete it, and obviously completed. All right? So that is the simple stats part of this. So we'll click out of that and get into the heart of why we're doing this, this WebEx today. So this here, this is the fun part. This is where you find all the surveys that have been sent and the responses received on your behalf, and where you can send surveys manually and share your visual testimonials to social media. Surveys are sent automatically. You don't need to do anything other than provide Dash with a valid email address. But the WebEx today is telling you what happens after that automatic process starts. The survey is sent after it is, the transaction is closed in Dash. So what we'll do is we'll jump into each of these statuses. There's 5 different ones, and we'll see what to do with each of these transactions and surveys. So here is where you have the alerts. If you hover over them, you can see that there's 26 invitations that are missing client details. That means that there is no valid email, so they can't be sent. If we hover over the next one, these are undeliverable, so that could mean that they have a wrong email address and they bounced. And this last one is a quarantine, so we'll go over that a little bit later. But, and excuse me, I got to take a little sip of water here, for my allergies are cold. So we'll jump into each of these and see what we can do with them and what they mean. Okay, so if we jump into a sent status, one other thing, you can filter these and see if you want to jump just into the missing details, you can jump into those, and awaiting details actually means that it's awaiting an email address. So you can filter that way, but for today we're going to go into all of them. So we'll jump into a sent. Excuse me. Okay, so you can see that Kristen is a seller. The survey was sent on April 13th, and automatically, if she does not respond to this invitation, 7 days later, which is today at 12:32, another reminder will go out to her to finish the survey. If you don't want the survey to go out, say something went awry in the transaction, and you just don't, want the seller or the buyer to complete the survey, you can simply click cancel, and the survey won't go out again, and it will fall off your dashboard. But say Kristen calls you and says, hey, Kim, I know that at closing you told me that I could, I was going to get the survey, and today I have time to complete it for you, but I can't find it in my email. Can you resend it to me? Yes, Kristen, I would love for you to finish the survey for me. I will resend it, and you just click resend. It goes off to her, she'll finish it, and that counts towards your award. So that's a great thing. Okay, so that's the sent. Awaiting details, if we click into that one, you can simply see that there is no email here. You can type your email and hit send survey, and it'll go off to her. So that's how you send a survey that doesn't have an email in Dash already. Again, if you don't want a survey to go to that customer, you can click this, prefer not to add details for this customer, and again, it'll fall off the dashboard. Any questions yet so far? Okay. All right, we're going to go into completed, the third of the 5. Okay, Erin was a seller. She completed a survey with a public testimonial, so she took time to write something about her transaction with Kim. So that was nice. She completed it within 2 days. you can click into Full Report. Full Report is the entire survey. So if you have time to go through the entire survey and see everything that this customer had to report about you, you can do that. Summary report is simply summary. And it includes the customer testimonial here. If you want to read just the testimonial, you can click into that and see what this customer said about the transaction. Review. Okay, so this is the important part. When you get a testimonial back, you actually have to read it and approve it. So you would click into review. And this is your visual testimonial. This is what will be shared if you have those social media toggles on. And you can get creative with it and change the colors, which I would suggest, because if you have these popping up all in one color, the visual in your social media feed will just become almost a blur. So I would suggest changing the color up from time to time. So if you like this, you can choose to let everyone see this testimonial, which this agent has done already. So we're not going to go through the entire process, but we'll jump around different ways to show you how to go through it. So you can let everyone see this testimonial, or you can keep it private. And then you hit confirm. When you hit confirm, it will feed right over to Realtor.com if you have that toggled on. And then this is the place where if you want to feed to Facebook and Twitter, then another window will pop up and ask you if you're okay with that happening, and you'll click okay, and then it will feed over. And this is what it will look like. This will feed over into your social medias. Okay, so we will need to get out of this because she has already gone through this process, but we're going to go in a different way to show you what the next step will be. So let me get back over here and go back into this. All right, so after you confirm that testimonial to feed into your social media, the next window that would pop up if we were to go through the process the way it is set up to be, you would come to this window. This is the Say Thanks. So when you're at closing, there are a couple of flyers that are on 21 Online, and if you need me to send those to you, you can let me know. But there's 2 flyers in 21 Online that you can put into your closing packets. And they do talk about the survey, so you'll have a talk track at closing saying, you know, it's really important to me for you to complete the survey because of, you know, whatever you want to say. And it's not because you want a trophy or you want to win an award. It's really, you know, you want to know what you've done well and what could be improved upon so you can, you know, continue to build your business. So whatever talk track you want to come up with. But the main point of this is to let them know that you know that it's not a short survey. It's a little lengthy, but if they take the time to help you with completing that, you would like to give them a small token of your appreciation, and that's what this is, this Starbucks gift card. You can choose any dollar amount you want, from $5 all the way up to $50. The message here, you can edit this however you want to say thank you. And then you put your credit card details in. And if you're going to do this often, and hopefully you are because you're going to have lots of closings this year, you can save your card details here. So each time you go in, you don't have to put your card details in, and then you would just simply purchase gift. And when that happens, your client receives an email with the steps to claim their thank you card. Any questions yet? Because we're almost completed. so we have done sent, awaiting details, completed. There's a bounced, and I'm not sure. She's gotten a few surveys in since I last did this WebEx, so I'm not sure where the bounced is. But bounced is simply when you click onto that transaction, you know, each of these you click onto and you open it. If it says bounced, you would click into that, and it would show you what the email is that was inputted into Dash. And obviously it wasn't correct, so you would just type in the correct email address and hit resend, and the survey will go off again. The last status that we'll talk about is quarantined. Quarantined is because you're using duplicate names, duplicate email addresses, anything that's used more than once will get flagged. So if it says quarantined in the status column here, you just click into it and it will provide you a few steps. Let's see, Denise. Hi, Denise. Let me look. But the quarantined emails or quarantine statuses are very easy process to go through. You just simply, you know, if you have a lot of bank-owned properties or builders or anything, investors that the survey is going to the same person a lot, there is a way to get those off of your dashboard so they don't count against you. So there's a form that you would complete quarterly and send it to C21 Awards. And if you ever have that come up, just email your brand ambassador, and that person, your BA, will send you that form, and that'll help you out on those. The other question that comes up a lot is for the people that don't have emails. And what you do, there used to be a paper email or a paper survey. They don't have that anymore because I think the usage rate was 2%, so they did away with that. So what we suggest is if someone doesn't have an email, get somebody in the family that you can email the survey to, or you know, go to the customer's house or have them come to the office and fill that survey out with them. Okay. Hi, Denise. Lisa, if you elect not to send a survey and it is removed, does it count against you? And yes, it does. So you do need to keep that in mind. It will take away from your percentage of surveys completed. So you do need to keep that in mind. Say that you get a survey back and it's not so pleasant because not everybody is a happy person, and you know, people take their aggressions out on surveys sometimes, even if it's not your fault. Say it's the lender's fault that the survey or the transaction didn't go all that well. You can have one removed from your feed, and again, contact your VA and have them go through that process with you. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Denise. So that we hit all of the statuses. So a couple of final things is what I suggest is scheduling your time during the year, whether it's monthly or quarterly, to clean up this dashboard, because the goal is to have these kinds of transactions showing on your dashboard. You want these completed. Absolutely want these all completed. The rest of them, not good. So if you go in there quarterly and look at everything that's not in the completed status, and here you would put in an email. Here you would resend your surveys. The bounced, you would put in an email. So if you put that in quarterly, or put that in your calendar to do that quarterly, it's about 30 minutes a quarter to clean that up, because you can see how fast we hit on that, and like awaiting details. If we bounce into that again, you know, it takes you how many seconds to put in an email and send the survey. So say 30 minutes a quarter, that equals 2 hours a year, and the return on your time would be, you know, worthy of you being an award-winning agent with the Quality Service Award and then helping your office get there also. So put it in your calendar with a reminder, and don't dismiss the reminder until it's completed. Also, including the testimonials in your listing presentation. When I said to look at your vanity key right here, a lot of agents do not know this, and I've been presenting this presentation for almost 2 years now. A lot of agents don't know this, that you can take your vanity key right here and copy and paste it into Toolkit CMA, and you can make a testimonials page that can go into your presentation, which is, I think, the coolest thing ever, and it's amazing to me that not a lot of agents know that they can have that. A lot of them copy and paste and put it into a Word document or a PowerPoint and then pull that page into, print it and put it into their presentation, which if you just copy and paste it, you can have a testimonials page. And that's the Toolkit CMA presentation that we could do at another time. So another question, Denise. We have agents bring customers to the office without email for them to complete it. Then there was a quarantine because it recognized our computer. And again, just go through the quarantine process. And I hope that, Denise, you've gone through that before, and it's relatively easy. Excuse me. And if any time there's ever a survey that you have a question about, your BA can absolutely get hold of the awards department and work with you to get whatever you need with that survey, whether get it removed, get it unquarantined, whatever you need. We have direct access to the awards department. So if there's no other questions, you can take yourself off mute if you have any questions. I hope you found value in learning how to navigate RealSatisfied and how earning the Quality Service Award can help you demonstrate your exceptional customer service and knowledge of the market to your potential clients and drive more business to your office. So if there's no other questions, I'll say good luck to for the remainder of the year, and I hope to see your name on a trophy next year. So with that, no questions, we'll go ahead. I'll thank you for joining, and let me know if you have any questions, okay? Everybody have a great day, and happy Friday, and have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.